Hey everybody, it's Sully. I'm at Giles Run Meadow, and this is your Sausage Fest again, virtual players meeting. Tournament Central is going to be set up here. We're near 18s and 4s basket where it usually is. We're going to be grilling sausages for lunch. I'm going to start grilling around 11 o'clock in the morning. I believe David Foss is going to help me with the sausages. And those will be available at any point, whether you're passing through during the round, after your round, or before your round if you're teeing off in the afternoon. I'll get to tee times in a second. The way that this works is that by the time you see this video, you will be assigned a tee time that will be posted on PDGA.com. So when you see this video sent out to you, posted on DGS, posted on Facebook, go to PDGA.com and check your tee time. You are expected to check in with me no less than 30 minutes before your tee time. If you are not checked in 30 minutes before your tee time, I'm going to be upset, and there's a chance you will not be able to play. So please, again, 30 minutes before your tee time, they are posted on PDGA.com. We are going to be playing the short pads to the silver baskets, that is short to long. We will be playing that on every hole. You can tell whether you're at the right pad because the sign will say rec on it, and there will be a red piece of tape indicating that this is the short or the red tee pad. How do you know if you are aiming for the right basket? The silver baskets are silver and have white flags sticking out of them, much like 5's long basket over here. If you get confused about the layout, you can refer to your scorecard, which will be color-coded red and silver, for red to silver. A couple general notes about OB here at Giles. There are fences in the fairway of hole 1 and hole 2, as well as along the fairway, hole 14, and around the barn on hole 14. These are not barbed wire fences. You do not get relief from these fences. With the exception of the creek on 4 and the lake on hole 6, any other water you find on the course should be presumed to be casual water. Here at Giles, we observe what is called cut line OB. You can see we're fortunate enough that they've mowed recently, and there's a nice discernible cut line. Cut grass here, and you have thorny garbage here. If your disc is completely inside the thorny garbage like this one is, because here's the cut line right here, you are out of bounds. If you're out of bounds, you mark a lie a meter away from the OB, perpendicular to the OB line, which is the cut line. You place your disc there, and you throw your next shot with a penalty stroke. So if you go out on your drive, you're throwing 3. If you go out on your second shot, you are throwing 4. I am on the road right now separating hole 1 from hole 2. From either hole, this path and across it is OB. So if you're shooting on hole 1, this path towards 2, OB. From 2, this path toward 1, OB. You would bring it back to where you went out, perpendicular to the cut line by the road. I'm here on hole 2 at Giles. I am at the parking lot between the short basket and the long basket. This parking lot is out of bounds. I'm out here at hole 3 at Giles to talk about the OB on this hole. Mostly it's parking lot OB, but we measure it from the fence. And when we measure from any fence here at Giles, we measure from the fairway face of the fence to the next fence post on the fairway face. So this line down along here in front of the crossbars. That's how we measure, for example, this gap. If you are completely past that line, you are OB. It means you play from where you went out with a stroke. Fences like this also come into play on holes 4 and 18. We're here at hole 4 at Giles, looking back toward the tee pad right now. Even though there is rough here, there is no OB on the first part of this hole. The OB on the right side, where I'm standing, does not begin until you see this fence and the creek. In this case, it is the ridge of the creek bank will be the OB line. call it as best you can. I will be at Tournament Central if you have questions. This is one that please feel free to ask me to come look at it. The fence delineates OB here. Just like on hole 3, it is the fairway side of the pickets. Not the crossbars, the fairway side, the face of the picket, drawing in a line to the fairway side of the next picket. That is the OB line down there. That's what you use if you're completely past that line or touching it and past it. You are OB. It extends around this way, and then you start to see these trees with blue blazes, and you also start to see, there's another blue blaze there. You start to see orange poles as well. These also mark the OB line, which extends up this hill and gets to the cut line up there. So past that line, you are OB. On the other side of 4, you're going to be looking for these orange poles here and draw lines straight to the cut line from that pole and then to the next pole down there. You can see it sort of edges down this way and then cuts up, basically following the rivulet there. Hole 6 has an OB island between it and hole 18's fairway. It also has the Cross County Trail. The Cross County Trail is this bike path. The path itself is OB, as is anything inside the path, including these overgrown things here and the retaining pond. This is hole 7's silver pin. I'm actually standing past it. The tee pads are back that way. If you manage to pass the silver pin, there is a path here that denotes OB. If you are completely in this path, you are out of bounds. If you are touching some grass, you are inbounds. You still get a meter relief off of the line of the path. We're at hole 14 at Giles. There is a fence that runs the length of the hole to the right. Over that fence is OB. If you go over that fence, please do not try to get your disc yourself. Let one of us know. The fence is not barbed wire, so you do not get relief from it. But you do get a meter off because it is an OB line, not because it is barbed wire. 1 meter. We have a barn fenced in here, and a silo. If you're over this fence, you're also OB. Also, please do not try to get your disc yourself. Let one of the tournament staff know, and we will attempt to retrieve it for you. Again, a meter off the fence as OB, not relief from barbed wire. Well, we've gone over OB, we've gone over rules, we've gone over tee times, and the only thing left is to thank our sponsors. So I would like to thank Will DeBasis, Kevin Grimes, Joel Harrop, John Iliff, Chet Butler, and Evan Frady, our whole sponsors. I would like to thank Kevin Silverwolf Johnson, our Why the Hell Would I Do That sponsor. And finally, our You're Just Trolling Now sponsor, our title sponsor, presenting to you Sausage Fest again, Rob Me Show and Phoenix 5 Productions. Thank you.